Yo. Guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? Hump Day. All right, we're done. Hi guys, welcome to Do You Speak African? And remember, we do not speak African. How are you guys doing today?
I'm okay. How are you? It's hot. It's
hot.
so
I love
hot.
the heat.
Yeah, there's a heat wave in New York right now. The next 3 days.
Yuck.
I love the heat.
Wait, for real?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
you
a
were
heat
just
wave.
joking.
No, that's why I'm wearing like no pants.
Yeah.
I have a dress on, but I'm wearing like no pants because it's a heat
It's gonna be
wave.
like 95 degrees for
Mhm.
the next few
Oh,
days.
hell no.
I love
It's
it. I'm
too hot.
tropical blooded. This is like, yes.
You know, this guy said that to me at work today. He's like, "You from the hottest continent on this planet? You complaining about heat?" I was like, yeah. I stay
There's
inside.
there's heat and there's New York.
Plus, African
Concrete
heat is
heat.
completely different from New York heat.
I tried to tell him that, but he wasn't listening. He was like, y'all ain't got no trees there anyway. I was like,
We got some
we
nice
don't-
dry heat. We have breezes, you know.
There's water.
I was like, so you gonna tell me what I have in my country that you ain't never been to? All right.
Was he white?
No, he was Puerto Rican.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, which,
Well,
whatever.
Okay, whatever.
Anyway, how was everybody's weekend?
What did I do this weekend? It was fun though.
I don't know what I did, but it
I
was
had
fun.
fun
It was
though.
lit?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
What
don't
about
remember
you,
though. It was a
Sophie?
week ago.
I had a chill weekend.
Yeah.
I went to a Game of Thrones like viewing party where we had like a shout out to Game of Thrones.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Arya.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's the Sansa, John, Bran,
yes.
all the stars.
All the Starks that are alive. You know.
That I don't know
Oh,
who y'all
wait,
talking
is that a
about.
spoiler? You know what? If you haven't watched Game of Thrones,
It's not a spoiler.
No, if you haven't watched Game of Thrones at this point, then that's not my problem.
Mhm.
But yeah, it
Yeah.
was fun. We had a little Game of Thrones chicken game, which was
Oh
fun.
gosh. I stayed home all weekend. I watched Survivor's Remorse, which is this show on Stars.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I liked it. I kind of like the lead character, Jesse Usher, but I've heard some things.
Like what?
He might be gay. I don't know. I'm getting like gay vibes from him,
Hmm.
but he's so cute. So I just feel like, damn. But he's so cute. I'm gonna show y'all pictures of him after. But okay, so we're gonna move on. All right. So Nana has an icebreaker for us.
I
this
do
week.
have an icebreaker. So if Tiwa,
Tiwa
Davido,
Savage.
or Burna Boy would be drowning, who would you
Wait,
save?
Wait,
say them all again.
Tiwa,
Mhm.
Burna Boy. What did I say?
Davido.
Yeah.
Davido could drown.
And let's add Wizkid in there.
He could drown too.
What? I'm gonna save.
You're petty. Who would you choose?
Okay, this is sad because I'm only familiar with like 2 out of 4. Like I actually know what they look like, but I'm gonna save Tiwa because I fuck with her because she's been through a lot, and I just don't want her to drown because that's just another.
I mean,
Simbi's rolling her eyes.
If we're putting it in that perspective, she could drown.
Oh damn!
Damn.
Damn. Okay.
But we're not. So.
And I might save Wizkid. I like his music.
Okay.
but he
How do
can
you
also
feel about
drown.
the album. He just dropped it.
I saw it on my Apple Music. I don't know. I felt weird because I never listened to African music like that. Isn't that weird? I always listen to it like through Nine Job Music, you know? So it was
Yeah.
weird to see it on like Apple Music. But I haven't listened to it yet. But yes, Wizkid could drown. I don't know. I just feel like Wizkid, like he's been really weird these days. Like I haven't been feeling him as much. Davido's lame. He's like a lame. His music is okay, but he's a lame.
For sure. Yeah.
Burna Boy used to have my heart and my soul and everything, but I don't know. He looks really weird these days too.
Yeah, that's why I chose all three of the 4 of them.
All the weird people.
Yeah, just to see like how you guys are feeling about them these days. But yeah, we got the
Tiwa,
point.
I guess. I mean, you know, girl
Her
power.
music, you know what? Sorry, I take it back. Tiwa can drown because her music is alright. I'm sorry, Tiwa.
No, but I like her music though.
I'll
Her
save
music
to
is-
me.
Okay.
I'll save Wizkid. Yeah,
You'll save Wizkid?
yeah. He's the only one whose music I like.
So who are you saving?
I'm really familiar. Who are you saving?
Oh no, they can all drown.
Oh, okay.
So
Wait, what?
African struggle is
No, bitch. You have to save one.
at least one. Do I have to?
Okay, well, I guess not.
No, I'll save Burna Boy. And I also save Tiwa though, but I would save Burna Boy.
You'll save Burna Boy first.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
Burna Boy just seemed like really disrespectful. He seemed like he'll be like really disrespectful in a relationship or something.
Probably would
I
be.
don't know. I just get that vibe from him.
All African men for the most part.
Yeah.
Like
okay,
90
Not all,
7%.
but like a good number.
Because I carry that 3% very delicately. So that, you know, delicately.
Like in your fingers, just make sure. Make sure it doesn't
You're treasured.
So, they know who they are.
Okay, so let's move on to what is it? African struggle? Yes.
Yeah, so the African struggle of the week is not being able to eat at family, like people's houses. So like when people like bring out food or snacks, small chops for you guys, and when you visit their house and your parents give you that death look, like don't you dare touch that food, like don't you dare, like do they do that? Like
when you go to other people's houses?
They don't let you touch. Don't eat the food.
Don't eat like
I'm that mama. Like I'm not a mother, but like I'm the mother that's like you better not eat their food.
Like,
but like my mom never did that to me because I'm a really picky eater, so I don't eat people's food anyway. Yeah,
like even if it's like chips or soda and stuff, like they don't give you that look like until the person's like, yeah, just take it, and then you try to take
soda. Yeah, if you give me water, it can't be in a cup. You got to give me like bottled water. I'm not drinking like from your faucet because I don't know how clean your cups are. But
or like
if it was that or no, like I don't want to drink from your cup. I don't know if you wash your dishes. So
even if it's like an auntie, not an auntie that you don't really know, but somebody new, like somebody your parents know very well, but you haven't necessarily met.
Yeah, no,
they always give you that warning, like when we go here, don't jump around. Like when you were growing up, like don't do this, don't do that, don't eat their food, don't do this, don't do that.
I don't know. My mom never really did that with us too much because she used to beat us so bad when we were little anyway. So we already knew.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
so I was always scared.
Same?
Yeah.
Yeah, my parents always told me like don't eat the food unless they start serving it. So
yeah, but after they serve it, like when you want to, like I was.
when you wanted to
get
get like a second helping.
No. Like okay, so like say there's like cookies and everything on the table. They've already designed it for you, like whatever. And there's like 4 of us, but there's always like that one child that has to like start it off before all of us are able to.
Because you don't want to look greedy, which is why your parents tell
always
you
look like don't do it.
Yeah.
So usually it's like the little one. We're like, Childe, like. Shout out to you, but we're like, like take the food because mommy's not gonna yell at you,
right? Yeah, because it looks like you hungry, like your parents don't feed you.
And he's just like, no, because he's the youngest one. All right, but that's the struggle. I was just thinking about that lately.
That reminded me of, when you have like a boyfriend or somebody gets married and their husband goes around and eats like other women's food when they're not around, like they're not with their wife and like they just randomly go to women's house. And
that is a no. That is a no. Don't do that.
That was like a huge problem in college because I hung out with a lot of Africans and everybody kind of had like their boyfriend or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And there was this one giral in like our ASA that cooked. Like I used to go to her house and eat.
Shoot.
Like,
shout out to Nadia because that's the girl in our ASA. No, she could throw down. Like
there's always that one girl.
Was she Nigerian?
Yeah, she's Nigerian.
Was she Hausa?
No, she's Yoruba.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I think she's like,
shout out to y'all, yo. Y'all be making the world go around in college.
But no, her food was so good, so everybody came to like eat her food. But then it was like it was a few people's boyfriends that used to go over to her house and eat her food, and they used to get so pissed. And that was like a huge debate. Like, is it a bad thing to like go to another girl's house if you have a girlfriend or a wife?
Yeah. I feel like it is.
It's huge disrespect.
I feel like it's very disrespectful.
No, you don't think so?
I don't think so. But
no, explain why.
I don't think so because like I feel like it's implied that like I have to be the one that always has to make food for my man. Like if my man is hungry and I'm not around and somebody else is, sure, that's fine. If she's his friend, and
that bitch. What?
Listen,
that can go for a lot of other things too, Sophie.
Listen, if she's his friend and I know her and we both hang out like together, me, him, and her socially, and I trust her, I know she's not going to do nothing.
Okay, but what if it's someone you don't trust? Because usually...
if it's someone I don't like, I don't fuck with, who's trying to take my man, no,
your man
that's a problem.
But you think she's trying to take your man, but your man is like, oh, she's just my friend. Because that's always how it is.
No, we're not doing that. Because they know. Guys know.
Yeah, they
don't be dumb.
And that was my situation.
Yeah, they always know.
Yeah.
Like,
but like, if we cool, sure. Yeah, she can feed you, whatever.
The only people I feel like I'll just be like...
You still can't feed my husband, Sophie. Like, I'll be like, bitch, like, I won't tell you that, but I'll tell him, bitch,
don't
if you go over there, you eat her fucking food. It's over. We getting a divorce, So
I feel like it's only like family members, like their
like my
siblings.
sister.
Yeah, my sister.
Yeah,
when
that's
their
definitely
sisters,
okay too.
like that's about it. Maybe their mom, even their moms. I don't even want you eating from your mom. Like, come on, like it's my job.
From your mom?
No, their mom.
Wait, what?
Because now it's just gonna be like, oh, she not feeding you. She not doing. Like, it's just gonna
especially
be so
if he's
petty,
African.
So it's just like,
but that's never gonna end. Though.
Yeah, I know, but that's like That's why I'm like, you know,
They'll be like, you don't make it like my mama, so I just gotta go to her house.
Well, I'm not your mama, so
Like if I don't cook and you always go to your mom's to eat, I don't care because that is what it is. But don't let other women outside of our marriage know that I'm not cooking because that ain't cool. Or relationship or whatever. Okay, that was fun.
Yeah, it was.
That was like another African struggle. Like your man eating at another person's house.
Right. So we haven't been around for 2 weeks. Come on now.
Right. Hi guys, we're back. All right, so this week for our discussion of the week, we're going to talk about friends.
Sorry.
I knew she was going to sing that. That's why I had a pause. But yes, so we're going to talk about friends. And the first question I have for you guys is, what is the difference between your friends that you made when you were younger and what you expected out of them and the friends that you have now? Like the biggest difference.
Well, what I can say is my friends growing up, well, first of all, a lot of my friends growing up are like family members. Like they're like cousins. That, yeah, they're like your parents' friends' kids. So you all grew up together. So their own is like, the loyalty is always there no matter what. Like I don't have to expect too much from them because I just know they will always be there. Now, friends that I met on my own, I only have like 2.
Wow.
And
are they in the room?
Yeah, exactly, right.
Too, like what?
Like growing up, you know, from childhood, and it kind of sucks because it's just like you move. I went to school in West Virginia. I wasn't always in New Rochelle, like so those kind of like break off on its own. And then there's just the ones that just do dumb stuff. Like you don't expect them to do stuff, but they just do that. Yeah. And then the friends that you meet in college, like your most closest friends, your most best friends, whatever they say. I don't really expect much because you already have your solidified friends, but you just know that you meet new friends and you tend to hold them closer. Like
your old friends?
Well, you tend to hold your longest friends for, you know, longer periods of time, but your newer friends, they don't have as much, like, I don't want to say value, but they don't hold as much weight.
Y'all don't have as much history.
Yeah. And they do say history doesn't mean you know, whatever, but I mean, your college friends do hold a lot, but I don't know. It's just a difference. I don't know how to really put those into words.
So how about you, Sophie? What's the difference between your friends now and your friends like back in the day?
Okay. Okay. My friends now, my friends back in the day. I only have like a select few friends that I have from back in the day, and most of them are in this room. But I mean, for me, when I was a kid, like I used to move around a lot, so I never really was able to like keep friends that much. So like, I don't know, like I don't really have too many old friends. Most of the friends that I do have now are friends from college, which is funny enough. And I don't know, I feel like I kind of hold all my friends like in the same regard. Like if I've been friends with you for at least, I would say at least like 2 years, then it's kind of like lumped up to me. Like I have the same expectations from all of you, if that makes any sense. Yeah, that's me though.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm the kind of person where if I make one really good friend, we're going to be friends forever. Which is like a good thing and a bad thing because some people you don't need to bring with you. So like every friend that I've made since like literally elementary school, like I am still like in contact with. I'm still like, I wouldn't say like really close, but we still like talking stuff. And I have a really hard time letting like friends go, letting people go. So I think back in the day when I made friends, it was just like, oh, you like Babysitters Club? Me too. Oh, you live
like
on Farmers Boulevard? Right.
Yeah, like,
oh, you like the, that's how me and Sophie. You like the Jonas Brothers, girl? So, but now I feel like my friends are more based off of, well, it's still based off of similar interests, more like grown-up things. I've said recently that if my group of friends are not aimed towards success and trying to be more successful, then we don't need to be friends. Which is how I cut off a lot of my old friends because a lot of them were just, you know, chilling. And I'm like,
But funny enough, a lot of my friends aren't chilling. Like even the people that like I left behind just because we were growing up, they are still doing pretty well in life. Like a lot of them
said most of your friends are like family friends.
Oh,
Africans.
That is true.
Yeah. That's a little different.
That is different.
I've had I didn't really have that many African friends growing up. The only African friend I had for like a very long time was Sophie.
Mm.
Yeah.
And then I met like my other African friends in college. But but no, a lot of I don't want to call them out, but like I don't know. I have
Be
some
careful,
friends
girl.
that like they don't listen, but I have some exactly.
Damn,
that's
girl.
No,
Should
that's
they be
real.
friends?
Exactly. This is why we're talking about friends because what are your expectations for friends these days? Like I don't know. I never really
I
had
expect
that.
all my friends to listen to this podcast.
I
Mine
don't.
too.
I
Mine
don't.
too. And I'm so happy.
And I know some of y'all don't, and I don't be saying nothing, but I see you.
I expect my closest friends to listen to this podcast. People I talk to every day,
Yeah.
like very constantly. I expect you to listen to the podcast. People that like I might talk to like once a month, once like every year. You ain't gotta listen, girl. I don't care.
Yeah,
I can
true.
talk about you even more.
True.
So there's like been a topic, of toxic friends, which is why we're really talking about friends. So how do you spot a toxic friend? So we're gonna start off with Sophie since we started off with Nana last time.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm just thinking about the conversation we had with Sophie last week about
all
friends.
of that. Yep.
We ain't gonna call nobody out, but yeah. So how do you spot a toxic friend?
Okay. So I feel like so a toxic friend is someone, like your friend is supposed to support you and do things that benefit you. It's supposed to be a mutually beneficial relationship, right? And I feel like a friendship becomes toxic when one aspect of it isn't mutually benefiting the other. I feel like that's when you start to dip into toxicness. I don't know. I feel like, how do you spot? Sorry, I'm like tongue-tied. I'm trying to be really careful with my words.
For all the friends that listen.
But I think you spot a toxic friend. Like, I think one of the main things for me is if like me and a friend like have an argument and like we can't really come to a resolution. I feel like that's like when the friendship is like done. Like if you and your friends have some kind of big argument and you can't come to a resolution, the friendship is over. That's a toxic friendship.
But I feel like that's usually because somebody can't put their pride aside. Like you can't figure out like what's more important, being right or keeping this friend.
Yeah.
Which is kind of like, not to interrupt you, but that's why I say like friendships are a lot like romantic relationships.
Yeah, that's true.
Like you have to know you have to know your friend. Kind of like how you have to know your partner. You have to know their boundaries, what they like, what they don't like, what they're not accepting.
Yeah.
I always say a lot of my friends, I feel like, not a lot of them, but the ones that I don't fuck with anymore, y'all don't know what I don't fuck with. Like y'all don't really know my boundaries and like people push them.
And I feel like they don't want to know.
Right.
You
like they don't
want to
care.
learn. You don't want to care about it. Like, and that's the problem. Like with a friendship, you're supposed to, it's like you said, it's a two-way street.
Yeah.
And if you don't know like the small things that like bother me or irk my nerves, like, and you push those buttons, then is it really a friendship?
That's like a boyfriend that keeps doing dumb shit that you've told him over and over again.
Not
I
to
don't
do.
like that. Yeah.
And then it's like once the friendship is over and all this like resentment from all the stuff that they've done has come out, then they're like, I didn't even know I was doing that. I didn't even know. Were you listening?
Yeah.
And that's the problem.
That's the problem. Communication. That's definitely important.
So how do you spot a toxic friend, Nana?
We could talk about how like if it's only one-sided, meaning they don't even ask you how you are. They dump you with like all their issues. I'm like that friend. Like I feel like I'm that friend that friends dump like every issue they could possibly have onto me and ask for my advice, but don't take that advice. So you just always dumping shit on me.
I feel triggered. I'll like dump on my friends, but then I'll let you dump on me too, because I get
that is like
true. I need to vent, so I know people need to vent to me too.
True.
So
no, I'm talking about the one-sided ones.
You're like, all right, girl, thanks, bye.
Yeah. Like I mean, not ask because I don't tend to share my personal information with everyone. Like I do have my select friends that I do vent off to, but there are those friends that, damn, like you didn't even ask if I was okay, how my day was. You called me because you already mad about something that happened like throughout your whole entire day. But girl, like what if I'm doing something? Like one of those friends, or just a like every time you hang out with them, they always got an issue with somebody. Like
I don't think I've ever had friends like that.
I don't like friends like that. Like you always have an issue.
If I had a friend like that, I don't.
It doesn't last
not
long.
Friends with them anymore.
It doesn't last long.
Yeah.
Or another one is one that's always with an attitude. A friend with an attitude.
Yeah.
I feel like they're toxic. Like you're never happy. Like So that's another one.
Yeah, definitely like a friend that's like always negative.
Mm-hmm.
That's definitely a toxic. Like if you have a friend that just always brings you down, is
Like,
always on the dumps. Like
Yeah.
we need positivity, especially at this point in our lives. Like we need people that are gonna uplift each other and ourselves.
Shoot.
Like
I have one friend where I call, I'll be like, how's it going, girl? She'll be like, oh, girl, you know, same shit. I'm like, damn, nothing
Damn,
new,
girl.
nothing good.
Like nothing good. Like nothing. Yeah. So I
Yeah.
don't know. I just feel like we're in our 20s. We're supposed to be free. We're supposed to be
Yeah.
able to. Things shouldn't like weigh us down, especially small things.
Yeah.
And if it's a friendship, like I'm ready to cut people off, yo. Like
You know,
especially at this age, like what?
At
Like,
this age,
so
definitely,
quick,
yeah.
like-
it was really hard for me to cut people off. Like,
Back
it's
in the day.
So,
Back in the
even
day for
now,
me.
like, it's still really hard for me because I love my friends and I'm a
Mhm.
talker. Like, I always on the phone, always talking to someone, even though I'm trying to cut that off slowly, you know. But yeah, so it's really hard for me to cut off friends, but I'm starting to do that now. Like, I have some people where it's like I haven't spoken to them since like last year because it's like,
Damn.
what's the point?
Yeah.
What is the point of talking to you?
Yeah.
So
Mine is like you have to do something to me. Like
Mhm.
these days, like
mhm.
it's more like you get one time, like mess up with me, like that's it.
Yeah.
Like I don't even care what it is,
Okay.
like because you should have known better. Like
I
I'm
don't
one of those
know.
now. Like
I don't know. I'm like I'm so like passive by nature, which
Mhm.
I'm like I don't necessarily think it's like a completely bad thing. So I like to give people chances though. But I feel like as you grow up, like you gotta stop giving people chances.
yes,
Yeah.
You know what I
because it hurts you
remember?
more than it hurts them. Like it
Yeah.
literally hurts you.
Sophie, do you remember Janelle? And I'm gonna say her name because she ain't listened.
Oh yeah.
Yo,
Oh, yeah,
that's
that
the
bitch.
only person that I've ever cut off like clean. Like I cursed her out, cut her off, and that was the end of our friendship. And
Mhm.
she was just she was really annoying. I don't know. I can't remember because I don't know. I don't even know why I didn't
remember.
like her. I just didn't like her. I didn't like she was a hoe.
Well, she didn't really bring any positive aspects.
Yeah, like she was
to
really
Sylvie's
like Sophie's like, yeah, I was there and she just didn't. I don't know. And it's funny because I've never like cut off friends. Every friend that I've made since elementary school, I still talk to. I still have some kind of contact with. But that's the only person that comes to mind where I was like, no, fuck this bitch. And I do not remember what she did to me. And I kind of felt bad about it like 3 years later. Not like at the point, because that's when she pissed me off so much. But I think she had a lot going on, and I was just like, girl, I can't be your friend.
Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
like. I
Oh,
understand.
sorry, I was gonna say I cut off another friend. You know, when you bring a lot of drama, that's it.
That's
That's a
the
toxic friend.
Drama.
When you
There's
bring a
only
lot
three.
of drama,
There's 3 people that fit into that category for me,
Mhm.
and I cut them off. Like,
yeah,
and I
Yeah.
mean, it was a little hurtful because I'm like, damn, like I really like cherished you as a friend, and
Yeah.
it kind of sucks when I'm like, damn, this is like a really good friend to me.
Mhm.
But when I just see like, damn, like you always got something
kinda
going
drama.
on, like.
or you're just like really petty and immature.
And that
Yeah.
too, and
Yeah.
that comes with sometimes it is age. With females, it's age. Like
Mhm.
for you to always have some shit, like and being petty. Like even if you have like a little argument, you have to drag it out. Like sometimes when I'm arguing with somebody, like literally like a next couple of days, like I forget about that. Like it's over. It's
Me
done with.
too.
Like
Yeah.
I'm fine.
It depends on how like deep the fight was. I don't know.
If it's
even-
with girls, it's
Yeah.
cool. If it's a guy, like you, come on now. Like
Yeah.
I will drag that because I'm just that girl. Like I will drag it because I just feel like you're a guy and you tried it.
You know, with me, it's like I take all my friends, like all my female friends, as like sisters,
Mm-hmm.
which is like
Mm-hmm.
not the greatest thing to do
It's
because you
not.
have to remember like these people don't know you from nowhere.
Nope.
They're not gonna have the same loyalty. I mean, some people will have
They
the same
weren't
loyalty
raised the way you were raised.
Right. So I
So.
used to get hurt by a lot of different friends because
Mhm.
I used to be like, oh, these are all my sisters.
Mm-hmm.
And they do some foul shit to you that I know my sister would never do.
Mhm.
So, I mean, I'm learning.
We are learning. I feel like it took some years, but in my 20s, I got it.
Yeah.
I got the message.
I'm,
For
like,
sure.
I'm still getting it.
I got it. Shoot, I got it,
I'm
y'all.
even like still, I'm scared. Like, I love making friends because I'm just
Mhm.
like a people person. Like, I love interacting with people, but I'm like scared to make new friends now because I'm like, listen, these hoes is crazy.
Shoot, I got my 4 best friends. I'm chilling. Like, I don't care no more. Like,
Me too. I feel like
I'm
I feel like
cool.
I have like my core friends. Like I feel
Mhm.
like at this point in my life, like I'm good. Like I don't really need to make any more friends. And plus, like ever since I left school, like making friends
It's hard
is
to
not
make
as
new people.
easy as it once was. You know,
That's true.
people. I feel like I don't know. It's strange. I feel like as we grow up, people really aren't really willing to make friends as easily, as readily as they were when we were like in school.
Yeah, school is definitely like the place to make like your friends.
Yeah.
But that's also the biggest place to make your enemies. Like, I'm so serious.
I feel like the place where I make my enemies is work.
Girl, same.
Oh man.
But oh my god. But like one thing for me, like especially when I was younger, like not so much now, like well, sometimes now though. I always was like the Switzerland friend, you know? Like, you know, if I had two friends that had a disagreement, I was always the one that they would come to. And like, I don't know, I'm an empath. So like people's emotions, like it really affects me. So like I'm slowly learning to like, when people have like two problems with each other, like that is not my problem.
Mind your business.
I need to mind my own business.
We told you that last week, girl.
Oh my God.
Okay, so
nothing.
But yeah,
mind your business. Drink your water, grease your scalp, especially with friends.
You said grease your scalp.
Yeah.
drink your water. Live your life, man.
Right.
No,
Yeah.
seriously.
Because the crazy part is that you'll get into an argument with your friends and you'll expect that person to like help you out, and they don't, but you help them out. So you really just need to mind your business and stay neutral. Yeah, be Switzerland.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah, that's me. Always Switzerland, honestly.
But the problem with me minding my business is I always have a look on my face when I'm minding my business. It's always like, oh shit, I want to say something, but I'm not going to, so I'm going to go on Instagram. That happened to me at work yesterday. I was trying, like something crazy was happening. I was like, I'm going to mind my fucking business. But I was like laughing the whole time. But anywho, but yeah, that was fun. Any last thoughts on Friends?
I don't know. You just gotta know who you're really associating yourself with, like this point forward. I feel like, and the older you go, the more you do tend to cherish your friends that, especially that showed you the same like energy and loyalty,
True.
like consistently. So that's how I feel. Like if we've been cool since day one, we gonna be cool for the other days. Like, and that's exactly how I am. Like the same way you treat me is the same way I'll probably treat you and more. Cause I'm the type to treat you way better than you probably would treat me.
Yeah.
And which is actually bad, but
yeah,
it depends. Like,
I'm trying to be neutral in life in all areas. So Friends is definitely a place I'm trying to be neutral.
Yeah.
You just can't be like too invested, but you still gotta like love your friends. But like, you know, you don't want to be too invested in other people's lives.
True, but I'm confident the ones I've kept. So this far they're there for a reason, clearly.
Yeah.
So.
I don't know. I feel like my friends, especially the ones I have now that I've kept, I feel like my friends are like my family. Like I see them, like with your family, like you bicker, you fight, you have your moments where you don't get along, but like in the end, like you still love each other and you still value each other.
You say that, right? The friends I have now, I have not argued with any of them.
Yeah, I hate arguing with friends.
No, like all the friends I've kept, I have not. I think except for one, Malika. Oh, wow. And that's because we were living together. It was just one like little dumbass fight. After all those years, though, like just one fight, and all my other friends, I never fight with them. Yeah. So it's interesting.
Yeah.
I hate confrontation with friends. That's why I try to avoid it. It's very awkward.
It's
like we still gonna be friends.
And I'm still gonna call you.
So I can't call you like a dumbass, ugly ass bitch, and then be like, "Hey, girl," because I'll call anybody else that. But I, like my friend, I'll be like, "Oh, I feel it, but I don't want to say it."
Right.
We got to get our shit together.
Sit and wonder sometimes. I read the paper every day.
All right, so now we are going to move on to Get Your Shit Together.
Yes. This is Get Your Shit Together. So before we start on today's topic, I just wanted to talk about something really quickly. So last night, Nana actually sent me an article on Snapchat.
Oh, yeah.
The one about the mac and cheese. Have you heard about this, MB? No. Your face. Don't be alarmed, girl.
No, but she doesn't eat that kind.
Yeah, you don't eat that. Honestly, like I feel
you
like
do.
No, I don't.
I was about to say, girl.
I used to like a year ago. It wasn't that far away. No, I used to eat
the one in the box.
No, I used to eat the one in like the microwavable cups because sometimes you just
the cheese.
Those two.
That's what we're talking about.
Well, I haven't eaten in a while, so what's up?
It's not that bad. Listen. So like, okay. So it was a really interesting article because basically it had like this like viral ass, like fear mongering ass title. It was basically called "The Chemicals in Your Mac and Cheese." To me, don't be scared. To me, look so scared.
True.
And yeah, it was written on the New York Times. That's a reputable source. And it was picked up at like the Times and Fox News and some other, like BuzzFeed, maybe BuzzFeed, and some other like really reputable sources. So basically what they said is box mac and cheese powder, it contains a chemical called phthalate. There you go. Phthalate,
Sounds
right?
like fartalate.
Phthalate. Somebody's going to drag me about this online, but okay. Phthalate, which is a chemical that's used to soften plastics, and they're used as solvents in adhesives. Some B is not that bad, I swear to God. And ink on packaging, right? And they have so they have a lot of practical uses. So they show up on a lot of stuff, I mean, there are chemicals all over the world. Like, not all
like
chemicals
the
are
plastic
bad.
in Subway bread.
Yeah, see, that's just nasty. But basically what they do is they can disrupt the hormones like testosterone, which can lead to birth defects and behavioral issues.
Behavioral, like how? Like acting crazy?
Yeah, basically like delayed development, things like that. So
Everybody's like,
because it's just like damn.
So I was really fascinated about, not because I have eaten box mac and cheese since I was in high school, but
I was gonna say, you eat it in college?
Box mac and cheese? No, not really. Nah.
She didn't stay in a dorm.
Yeah, I
didn't have that dorm life
because I couldn't do ramen, so I had to like
Shoot,
up it up
ramen
like
was
$2.
life.
No, I couldn't do ramen.
Though.
You just you jazz it up with mats.
The thing about ramen, what I loved about ramen is it's so versatile. Like you can I used to put in some eggs, veggies, some soy sauce.
How you gonna get all that in the dorm?
Oh,
you couldn't get all that in the dorm.
Damn, that dorm
not in my dorm.
You couldn't bring food into your dorm?
You could, but like you gonna go fry some eggs to put in your ramen in the dorm room?
People fry the egg. I thought they put boiled egg.
Even then, how you gonna boil the egg? Unless you steal it from the where did we use the dining hall?
The dining hall. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I this one guy I was seeing my freshman year. I told him like I don't eat ramen, so he'd come to my dorm and he's like, "Oh, you got money? You eating the macaroni cup?" So I always felt really special. Like, yeah, I'm a macaroni cup type of bitch.
Yeah, you balling.
He's like, "You balling?" I'm like, "Yeah, Because ramen's like what, like 19 cents?
Yeah.
Hell no.
Like 20, like what is it? Like
Shit,
4 for
Walmart was
$5?
like-
4 for $1?
Yeah, it was like 4 for
It's cheaper than that, ain't it?
Not mine.
Oh, see, New York scamming. Anyway, but continue, Sophie.
But anyway, okay, there are a few things I took away from this article that I just wanted to briefly discuss. So like in retrospect, my first thing is, if you're looking for a reason not to eat box mac and cheese, like you can just look right behind the box at the nutrition facts. Like, clearly, it's not good for you.
There's a lot of stuff that is not good for us. I just want to know why America's trying to kill us. That's
Honestly,
the real
they really are trying to kill us.
Mhm.
And I was just annoyed because I'm like, okay, so I feel like a lot of articles like post like these really scary studies, like these really things that like fearmonger people, like I said, without providing like actual full facts that you can kind of, use and like apply that to your life. Like this article, they were talking about the chemical, but they didn't talk about how much of the chemical is present.
Mm-hmm.
So this chemical, like most chemicals, like in trace amounts, like aren't that bad for you, because when you think about it, we consume chemicals all the time in every aspect of our life, like our soap, our makeup,
But I'm not
our
really
food.
trying to consume glue.
I mean, it's not glue.
I mean, some of us ate glue in elementary school, so it's nothing for some of y'all niggas out there.
Disgusting.
It's
It's
not-
mostly like WP people.
It's not glue. And like when they briefly mentioned it, it was like a very, very small amount. So it's like
Not enough to be effective.
Yeah, I mean, not that it's not enough to be bad. I'm not saying that it's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
My thing is, people need to be direct with the facts so people can really understand. Instead of trying to scare people, you need to really give people direct facts-based information.
True.
So my thing is, it's really important to check your research, check multiple sources. Don't just look at one article, because, most of the articles are trying to be viral. They'll post these clickbaity ass titles.
Clickbaity.
Okay. To try to get you riled up, especially like, in this growing public health market, when people are becoming more aware of, I guess, public health and wellness.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was just on my spirit. Sorry, I
You
just wanted.
sounded salty.
I was a
sounded
little
like a
salty. I just wanted to talk about that. I'm not saying that boxed mac and cheese is good. I'm not defending or like I'm in favor. I'm kind of neutral, but I'm just saying.
But on
get
your
your facts.
journey to be healthy, read
Everything.
Read everything and get your facts. I hope someone can like take that into their lives.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's go back to our topic. So I chose for this week. I chose clean eating because I know I've talked to both of you actually about dipping your toes into clean eating. So I wanted to ask you guys, like, what does clean eating mean to you?
No fast food.
Okay.
Vegetables, water, fruits.
Yeah.
Oh,
Same.
so enthusiastic. No.
Yeah.
Because
so-
like, you
Yeah.
get tired of eating kale, yo. Like, it's so annoying. You can only jazz kale to a certain extent.
Yeah, so pretty much plant-based food,
Mhm.
which, See, the problem with that is, like, I'm too broke to eat that way.
That too.
Yeah.
I'm too broke and too lazy to eat that way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because when it comes to clean eating, like you have to make everything.
Yeah, you have to
'Cause
make
the whole
everything.
thing-
You have
yeah.
to plan all your meals. Ain't no
Mhm.
spur of the moment shit. You got to know
Mhm.
what you're eating.
See,
Mhm.
see.
I know.
Already teamed way too much.
I know. Like, it's really a
Like-
crazy lifestyle change.
Yeah.
So,
It
Way
really
too
is.
much.
Really, it's not even the diet. It's really a lifestyle change. Like you have to look at it as a lifestyle change. That way, it can become permanent.
mhm.
So, what are the steps that you guys are taking, if any, are taking to get into clean eating and slowly dip your toes into it?
I try to, like, do, like, weekly challenges. Like,
Okay.
okay, this week
Cute.
is going to be, like, a no meat week.
Okay,
So this week was, like, a no meat and no cheese week.
how's that going?
I don't know. I had like a pepperoni pizza like an hour
Oh.
ago, so it didn't work. But see,
okay.
I was broke.
Right,
Okay, and I tried to go to
okay.
Chipotle for lunch, and the line was like wrapped around. I was gonna go
Uh-huh.
to Chipotle and get some beans and rice.
Okay.
Right,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
the
yeah.
African I am.
with the guac. That's free.
Okay.
Guac is free if you don't get vegetables, guys. Pro
But
tip.
yeah, the line was like wrapped around, and I was like, I need something quick and easy and
Mhm.
cheap and pizza. So, which is the problem. Like, it's hard because you got to plan your meals.
You really do, yeah.
But I try to do like little challenges.
Mhm.
But I realize I'm gonna take it day by day, like
Yeah.
maybe like hour by hour,
Minute by minute,
minute by minute.
Probably.
second by second. Yeah, you really have to take your time because, like you said, it is a lifestyle change. Like
Mhm.
you can't just like completely change the way you've been eating for like 20 years of your life in like a week in one day. Like you really got to take your time with it, which is what I am learning now because I feel like I don't know about you guys, but like for me, when I was younger and I used to like try to diet, I would just kind of like dive into it. Be like, oh, hi guys. Yeah, I'm vegan now.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. I mean, you tried that. Like,
yeah, I know. I know.
Countless times.
I was waiting for the drag on that one.
I mean, you know, whatever.
shit, I was on a diet like when we first started. Too.
Some people would always be like, "This is me," and I'll be like, "Girl,
Okay.
I'll catch up like in a year or two, girl. You got it."
She's like, did you know like meat is bad and it has all these carcinogens and I'm just trying to do better. And I'm like,
Isn't it funny when you finally decide, like, you know what, I am gonna like try to stop eating meat, and then somebody's like, "Girl, I've been eating meat my whole fucking life, and I'm fine,
and nothing ever happened to me. Blah, blah, blah.
Alright.
And
That's
we're
always
like,
what I hear.
People
Like,
every
always, I
time.
always hear that about like shit that's really bad, like cigarettes.
Or, like,
I
deodorant.
do you remember in high school this girl Courtney? Yo, listen. So there was this girl Courtney in high school, right? And she used to smoke when we were in like in 9th grade. She's not
bitch,
li-
what?
She not
How do you
listening.
smoke in the 9th grade?
God dang.
She not listening, so I don't care. So she used to smoke, and then I remember like one day, me and Sibby were looking at her. We were like, "Girl, girl, that's not the best for you, especially since you're like 14." She was like, "Well, you know, like my grandfather, you know, he's
She was
you know, in
trini.
the well, she was trini,
Yeah,
right?
she was shitty.
My grandfather's been smoking all his life, and he's fine. He never died. Nothing ever happened to him." And I was like,
And we were all just looking at her like, "Bitch, what?
"What? Like
That's your logic?"
and she's probably still smoking now with that damn dumbass logic."
I don't think she's smoking anymore. She had a baby.
Oh, she did.
Her baby's so cute.
Oh.
But
Does that
anyway,
stop people from smoking cigarettes? No.
I
That's true.
hope
I
it
don't know.
would.
Maybe.
Like
I don't know.
at
She like she living
Yeah.
like a clean life. I don't
That's
know.
good.
At least don't smoke when you're pregnant. Like, oh God, you know.
She probably could have stopped while she was pregnant.
But back
Uh-huh.
to clean eating. I was saying, I was asking guys like what clean eating means to you. But to me, well, according to research, clean eating is basically whole, unprocessed food. Whole food, sorry, that's unprocessed most of the time. And I feel like that last bit is like key because I feel like a lot of people, when they think about clean eating, is like, oh my gosh, like grass, and beans. But like you can eat food because a lot of food is processed in a way. Like oatmeal is processed, but it's not bad. It's really good for you. So basically, like clean eating is food that is that is minimally processed. If that makes any sense.
It's too much. It's like a lot.
You really got to take it day by day, baby steps. Yeah.
I'm trying to start off with getting another smoothie blender.
Yeah.
And like just doing like
get a
smoothies in the morning.
I love
See,
mine.
NutriBullets to me are like very overpriced for like a little blender that you can just get. I mean, I feel like $70 for like a blender when you can get a regular ass blender and just like put it in a cup.
Regular blender.
Yeah, for like
$20,
$30.
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah, but I'm trying to get like
But the thing about that is time. Because like I work on 86th Street and like I have access to like a whole bunch of like different like foods and things like what is that Fresh and Co. Like I have all that, but it's expensive.
It's really expensive.
Yeah. But to make a smoothie, like you can literally get from the little street vendors that have the fruits and stuff. That shouldn't be processed, right? Like
it probably is since they're not like organic and they're just out in the street with the.
I mean, fruits and vegetables aren't processed. I mean, when you blend into a smoothie, that's like a form of processing it.
No, okay, but like it's just the time to do that.
Yeah, that's another
the
thing
main
with clean
problem.
eating. Like you don't have time.
You don't have the time. So I'd rather just spend the $7. But that's the thing. Like last time I went there trying to be all clean eating and shit, like, and I went to Fresh and Co. and I got a freaking carrot juice. Disgusting. Like, so how are you supposed to clean eat if you can't even eat it?
It's an acquired taste.
You get
You
have to find stuff that. Like you have to find stuff that you like. What I like to do is I like to make healthy versions of shit that I know I like. Like that kind of works for me. Like I would make my own falafels at home, like as opposed to like the ones on the street because those are nasty. Because I love falafels, so I would like healthize them if that makes any sense. So I feel like that definitely helps. Well, that helps me. So yeah,
it ain't helping. I'm gonna look into it.
How's your journey going then?
Not good.
Talk to me about it.
It sucks.
It sucks. How do you feel? Do you feel better?
I mean, I've been working out for like the past consistently, for the past 2 weeks. I know I'm so proud of myself.
Because I know that ain't easy.
It's not like.
I feel like that's even harder than eating well. Sure.
But then that's the thing. Like today I worked out and I ran right to Wendy's and got a 4 for 4. I mean, I had my salad too, but like the 4 for 4.
Yeah.
So, because I was feeling some fries. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not. It's whatever. Sorry, Soph.
It's okay. But yeah, everyone just pace yourself. Take your time. Cook your food if you can. Cook it often. Read the labels on food. That's really important because it will tell you to me, don't make that face.
I just hate cooking.
Like shit.
And avoid highly processed foods. Just take those 3 steps. Take them slowly at your own pace and you will get into it. And that is it for Get Your Shit Together.
Yay.
Thank you, Sophie, for that segment.
Yeah. Let me hear you sing. Yeah. Shots on the beat.
So now we are going to move on to Nana with music.
So we were talking about WizKid in the beginning, but I kind of want to talk about him again. He just dropped his album last week. And you guys haven't listened to it. Sucks. But I've heard some mixed reviews about it. People are saying that it's whack and it lacks luster and he's fallen off.
I've been hearing about him even before the album came out.
Yeah. I have to say one thing about WizKid though.
What?
Like I'm definitely proud and very impressed with his come up to his international come up. Because I've been watching him. I was like, okay, WizKid, especially these last like 2 years, like he's really been on the up and up. And like
he's someone that you want to win. Like you
definitely
want them to win.
It's
because
great
you
seeing
know
like
their struggle.
Somebody from our continent, coming up and like making it in the Western market.
The thing about WizKid to me is, and why I think people are saying that his album is not that good is because it's moving a little away from Afro beats and more into dance hall. And I know like the sounds sound very similar, but they're
There's
still
a difference.
distinctive,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So it seems like Wizkid's music is more dance hall music and it's not too much Afro beats. What got him famous, what got
In
him
the first place.
yeah, what people were really feeling him off the first place. Like the one dance song, that's not necessarily a Wizkid song, it's a Drake song, but it didn't really sound like Afrobeats to me. What else did he do? That Come Closer? That don't sound like Afrobeats to me. That sounds like dance hall music, which is what a lot of people have been saying. So maybe that's why they saying his album is whack. I need to listen to it, just to form an opinion.
I feel like they're just saying that because in my opinion, when I was listening to it, I've already heard like half of the songs on the album. So when I looked at Apple Music to try to get the songs and try to, listen to the album fully, I was expecting the album to just be new music. Like something totally different, like new material. So when I got onto Apple Music and I was listening to the album, I'm like, wow, like 7 out of the songs I already know because we've already put them out there. Which
Oh, wow.
artists
So the
do
album
tend
is
to
singles.
do that.
Okay.
But it's majority singles, and you're not that big of an artist yet to do that. Like you can't pull a Drake, because even when Drake does drop like 7 singles and then puts them on the album, he still has like another 15 into the album that you haven't even heard.
Right.
And even
So-
I don't want to say historically with African music, but with African music, we don't get as much music as often as
That is true.
US music.
That's true.
Like what was the time period between Davido's first album and his second album? Is his second album even out yet? Yeah, it's been years.
Like
Like
he keeps dropping stuff.
He
But
keeps dropping
Africans, no, because Africans actually always drop music.
they drop music, but do they drop albums. Full
Albums?
projects?
Yeah.
But that's the thing. Do they want to? They have the ability to do so.
I
They
feel like
can
in
if they
today's
wanted
market,
to.
like you don't even need to drop like albums don't really make money like they used to. Like they probably make more money off like their singles selling than like the whole
But I
album.
think the purpose of an album is to actually have that catalog that
And
marks that
showcase
point in
your
time
work.
of
Yeah.
your career,
Yeah.
like all in one place. It's kind of
Yeah.
like saying with the artist, you kind of just have a bunch of like paintings, but you've never had like a collection or a show to actually show that paintings in that time period. So I
Yeah.
feel like albums are still important to that
Oh,
extent.
they definitely are. Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. I just feel like a lot of African artists, they might have 2-3 albums under their belt and they've been out for years.
Yeah.
That's true.
So, like our
just feel
girl
like
Rihanna
I
used to do
depend.
like an album a year.
Oh yeah, and then
She's
she was
chilling
like,
now.
she's like, I'm out.
screw
Can't do this no more.
But I don't know. Yeah. But for me, I just feel like if I could rate the album, I would say it's a 7.
Out of 10.
Yes. And
That's
a
pretty
push.
high.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's a
shit.
push.
So we could
Only
say
So
like
it's a
a
light 7.
It's a light
So it's
7.
like a 6.
6.9.
So it's like a 6.
Yeah, only because like I've already heard the songs, but I just feel like he's evolving. He's not the same old Wheezy Boy guy. Like he's not the same old back in the day guy. Like So I just feel like he's growing as an artist, and I do feel like it's not a bad album, to be quite honest. But
Yeah.
we'll see. But
Okay.
check it out if you guys haven't already. Oh yes, and sorry,
Mhm.
but my playlist is finally up. The Music Box is finally up on
Yes.
SoundCloud, so check it out.
Yes.
A lot of the songs that I like personally will be on there, and some songs that we talk about on the episodes will be on there as well.
Awesome.
Cool.
No problem.
Any other music anybody else is listening to?
Okay, this is kind of random
Oh.
and a little left, but I've been listening to that new Calvin Harris project.
Mm-hmm.
His new album that came out a couple of weeks ago. I fucks with it. It's like okay. Yeah. Okay. Sammy's giving me that look.
I mean, no, whatever.
It's like
Okay, I'm not normally a fan of Calvin Harris. I'm just
Yeah.
kind of like whatever. But like I like this album. It's very summer vibes.
It
you
is
know?
a very summery album.
I like it. There's
Yeah.
a song with Khaled. Do you guys know Khaled? That
Mhm.
singer?
Is it Khaled or Khalid?
Khalid?
It's Khalid.
It's
yeah.
Khalid. Okay, I said Khaled. Oh my god. TJ Khaled. But Khalid and Future. It's good. I like the people he was able to get on this album. Like he got a lot of like hip hop trap artists on the album.
His vibe is okay. For this album, it's okay. I'm not like a super fan yet. I don't know why he hasn't sold
Who?
me. Calvin.
Oh, I thought you said
Calvin
Kiss
Harris?
something.
No, I said he hasn't like sold me yet.
Oh,
Like I'm
okay.
not a super fan yet,
Yeah.
so I don't know. I'm
He's
still
alright.
working on him.
I like how he like shaded Taylor Swift. That was great.
Anybody
who's
that
with-
shades.
We
Taylor
need everybody
Swift.
on our
Yeah.
team.
An enemy of an enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Yes.
So
You're one of those bitches. You better chill.
Let's see. I've been listening to 21 Savage's new album.
It's an
album. It's a nice.
It's a nice.
But no, I like it. I do. It's good. It's like good club music. Then I got her forehead on the fucking mic, bro.
Because I can't.
It's good.
Oh my God, he's like 10.
No, he's not.
It's a vibe.
He's like 20.
Is he 21?
He drinking water, taking vitamins. You really gotta fuck with him.
For real though.
Oh, I can't wait to tell you guys this. All right, I'm gonna talk to you guys after this.
He was on the
thing.
Breakfast Club this morning
funny.
talking about he be drinking chlorophyll now.
What?
Not chlorophyll. Chlorophyll like what you get in like the plants.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, chloroform. Wait, is it chloroform? Or is it chlorophyll?
Listen, y'all.
whatever.
Listen to the interview. He said chlorophyll though, so I don't know if he meant something wrong.
Because okay.
And then I've been listening to Tyler the Creator's new song "Boredom." Don't ask. It's very random.
Wow,
Did Tyler the Creator come out?
Come out with the new album.
No,
No,
come out
The
of the
Closet.
closet.
Tyler the Creator.
Yeah.
That's why you're talking about that nigga gay.
Send me bye.
Stop.
Yeah, no,
Apparently,
he
there's,
he
real
low-key
debate.
come out. Like,
There's real debate because of some of the lyrics, some of the stuff that
Yeah.
he's been saying.
it was very thinking about you ish. Like in that terms of like the
Yep.
lyrics. Yeah. Simbi looks dumbfounded. She's shocked.
But
Well,
we're like in
Boredom is a good
debate.
song.
Yeah, we're like in
But you
super
know,
debate.
I'm like,
Because
was
he's not
he
the only one. Like he's not the only artist that like says gay things. Like in his
But the
lyrics
saying
and
gay
his music.
things make you a gay artist.
No, it doesn't make you a gay artist,
Yeah.
but that's why people are debating it. But
Yeah.
then
If he ain't saying nothing, I don't know.
yeah, true. But then
Maybe he's
what's his name?
bisexual.
He could be.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
I can see that more
I
than
can
like
see that.
straight like gay.
I think it's more in the term in like
I just feel like
bisexual.
he was just singing. Like he was just singing. He was just like being a
Rapping.
creative.
Yeah.
Yeah, just being a creative at the point. Like
Yeah.
and he was just saying shit just to say that.
But Tyler the
rhymes.
Creator is one of those like weird ass niggas that just say shit to like provoke people anyway.
And I feel like that's probably
Yeah.
what he
Y'all
was
know he's
saying.
Nigerian.
I
Well,
do know
half.
he's Nigerian. Oh, he's half.
Yeah.
I thought he was
Or
like
is he full?
I thought he was full.
Isn't he like Igbo?
I remember his
thought he was
mom.
really
She looked
y'all.
really Nigerian.
Oh no! He's not us.
No, I feel like we should delegate him to you guys.
No, I'm pretty sure he's Igbo.
Really?
I don't know.
I thought he was Yoruba.
I feel like he's Igbo. I don't know. We could look it up.
His mom looked evil.
His mom does look Igbo. That's why I thought
Yeah.
he was Igbo.
I remember she was at an award show, like just yelling.
She's like, yes, my son.
Oh,
You want an MTV award?
Okay, he's evil.
See? Yeah, no Yoruba mom would do that. She'll be like, cute, whatever. I don't know what this is. But you people, it don't matter what it is. Yes, we got it. Like, people be like, what? Then we would show each other like, what is this? Huh?
It's true.
I'm dead.
So now we're gonna move on to word on the street. Okay, choose
What's
a
the
number
word on the
between 1 through 4.
4.
Beyonce.
Okay. Well, no, we're not gonna talk about Beyonce. Beyonce
Well,
had
No,
congratulations.
Beyonce
to
4.
her.
4.
Oh,
Beyonce.
4, yeah.
Eh.
The Carters. What's that
Um,
number?
Well, that's not the story, but I guess I don't want to say congrats because they're like a month old, but
Yeah.
you know,
I mean,
she
whatever.
posted a picture of them.
Beautiful. They look like potatoes.
Is there a reason why you don't like Beyonce?
No,
you know
I
what?
like Beyonce.
We ain't got no time, no way.
I was about to say I like Beyonce. It's just like,
because
people
me and
just be
Sophie are staring at you
ODing.
like,
Because people just be ODing. Like,
ODing
I mean,
how?
I get it. I liked every single picture that was posted of her and the babies.
Mhm.
Like, literally, like every picture.
Mhm.
But I mean, I get it. Like, damn, okay. Like, people kept saying, like, oh, one looks like Beyonce and the other one looks like Jay-Z. They
do.
fucking look like ankles. Like, they don't look like anything yet.
we
Like,
need to have like a Beyonce talk.
we do
Yeah.
not.
No, but not in like a fan out way. Well, I mean, I don't know. Me and Sophie might like, fan out.
Exactly.
But in a way, because no, I was having a discussion with one of my friends, and she was breaking down why she don't like Beyonce or why she doesn't understand why Beyonce is such a big thing. And I feel like that is something we need to talk about, not
Yeah.
particularly for Beyonce, but just like in pop culture.
No, I like
period.
her music. I like Beyonce as an artist, as
Okay.
a creative. Like
Mhm.
her visual, everything about her, like creatively, I love.
But you feel
You
like
just
people
don't like the
people-
hype.
I just hate the fact that people like worship her, like, oh, she's my idol, and oh, she's
Yeah.
my this. Like,
Yeah.
she's one of us. Like, she relax. Like,
yeah,
I've
Like-
heard from people that people really don't like the way like they
Idolize her.
iconify
Yeah,
her
like, and
like
that's
she's
what
a
it is.
god.
and that's
Yeah.
what, like, I'm like, it's a turn off. Like, it's just
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
you're doing. We get it. Like,
I
you
get
know,
it.
she's
I
like
mean,
the Whitney Houston
I
from
still
like
do,
back in the
but I
day
get it.
kind of person.
I feel like
Or-
she's bigger than Whitney though.
she is now,
I
but
feel like
like
she's like a Madonna.
and
or
that's
like
another
a
thing.
Tina- not-
Even
what's her
that,
name? Like
or
a Diana
Mariah.
Ross.
Like, yeah, all of them. Like,
I feel like she's bigger than Mariah at Mariah
Mariah's
at her
prime.
peak.
Yeah.
was not how Beyonce
Yes, it
is at
was.
her peak.
But as I'm saying, I feel like due to social media, it's like
That's
ridiculous.
very true. Social media,
like
yeah.
even like Michael Jackson was on that level too, low key. Michael Jackson is still on that level.
Yeah, Michael Jackson's still on that
but
level.
it's still like
Beyonce's
it wasn't
too.
as bad as they OD with Beyonce. Like, and that's what it's just a turn off. Like for me,
I get that.
But I don't have any ill will. I like her. Like I still listen to all her music, buy all her albums. Like I'm a fan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so y'all choose 4, right?
Yeah.
4? Okay, so we're gonna talk about the house nigger Michael Vick.
House nigga.
I'm actually not familiar. So what happened?
Okay.
Are you really not?
Mm-mm.
Okay, well, Michael Vick went to jail for dog fighting back in the
Yes, I
day.
remember
So
that,
you remember that? Yeah. But he got on Fox Sports.
I didn't even know he was out.
Okay.
Honestly.
He got on Fox Sports and he was talking about Colin Kaepernick and why he feels like Colin hasn't been picked up for an NFL team. Because Colin Kaepernick is kind of just like out there floating ever since his display of protesting. A lot of NFL teams are just not interested in him.
That's true. Yes.
So Michael Vick went on Fox Sports and said that if Colin wants to get picked up by a team, he needs to do something about his hair. Yes, he said that he needs to cut his hair. He needs to look more presentable, and maybe then an NFL team will pick him up.
I don't think the hair was the issue.
It wasn't.
Okay.
But you know, when you're a house nigga, you just make up stupid things.
Oh, okay.
Or you repeat the same things that the white people say.
Okay, cool.
Right.
Yeah.
So, of course, it was crazy backlash from social media because what the fuck? Like, there's some things that people say that it's like half and half. Like, some people are like, I agree with him. Other people be like, no, that was dumb. No, everybody collectively was like, Michael Vick, goodbye. Like,
shut up.
Makes no sense.
Like, just shut up.
And so Colin went on his Instagram and he posted the definition and the origin of Stockholm Syndrome. Which was a read. I was like, okay, Colin.
That is adult shade.
That is adult ass. Like, that was a
finest.
read. He didn't say nothing. He was just like, okay, this is the origin of Stockholm Syndrome. You know, when you're abuser, you have sympathy for the abuser and you start defending them. Shit. I was like, damn, that was a read to the NFL and to Michael Vick.
Okay.
And then Michael Vick retracted his statement and was like, oh, I mean, I didn't mean that. I mean, of course, I want Colin to like go to an NFL team. I didn't mean anything malicious by my comments. Basically not standing by what he said.
But my thing is like, you already went to jail and everything, and the NFL actually, you know, accepted you back due to the fact that all your people were behind you to give you. Isn't he playing again? Yes.
Yeah,
He's playing again?
Yes.
Yeah.
After going to jail for dog
I think
fighting.
he plays for the Eagles.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mind you, people
and Ray
like
Rice is still playing? Okay.
He's not playing.
Oh, he's not playing?
No.
Okay.
Who'd you ask?
Ray Rice.
Ray Rice.
Oh no, that nigga done.
Okay.
They did it. After he beat his wife in the elevator, like, nah.
That's sad. Nana, he went to our high school.
He sure
He
did.
used to come and teach camp.
He sure
Sad.
did.
Sorry,
I know
Simi.
him personally. Yep. He's cool.
Anyways, I'm sorry.
But being cool doesn't mean that you're just gonna be back. Like, no. But my thing is, it's like your people, your black people, stood by you to be able to get back into the field. After you made a mistake, Colin Kaepernick didn't do anything. All he did was stand up for his people and his rights.
Right.
Yeah.
He didn't even say anything. He just kneeled.
What's his hair have anything to do with?
And his
playing
hair
for
has
NFL
nothing to do.
team?
Before, I think he didn't even have all this hair right before all this happened.
Well,
he decided to grow it out fully, right?
Well, yeah. Before he started the protest, he was like slowly growing it out.
Okay, exactly.
And then yeah.
So it has nothing.
So
to
he
do with the
was
hair.
playing with his afro.
He sure was.
Right. So what are you talking about? Like, you sound like the nigga from Django. You sound like Samuel L. Jackson from Django. Like, shut the fuck up.
Next.
Like, that has nothing to do with anything.
He's been gone since the whole dog fighting thing, in my opinion. Like, I don't even like dogs
Look
like
at his
that, but like it's
eyes.
whatever.
He's
Oh,
gone,
Michael
man.
Vick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's something it's something dead in those eyes, man. I'm telling you.
Girl, you was the only one looking at his eyes. I was just looking at the bigger picture. He is a mess. Like,
I don't know. It just reminds me of the black people that feel like everything that we've been going through is on our own expense. Like, all the oppression that black people have suffered is because like black people are making it up. Like, oh, it's not that bad. And he just reminded me of that. Like, are you serious? Do you not see what's going on? You really think this man is not playing for NFL teams because of his hair? Are you serious? After everything you've seen, you think it's because of his hair?
after everything you've been through.
Right.
Like, he himself, that's what's bothering me. You yourself have been through it because of your personal mistakes and your personal decisions. So for you to just sit there and just blindly and out and openly disrespect, like, I feel like he's disrespecting him. Like,
It's not even disrespect. Like, you're wrong. Like, you're dead
but
wrong.
it's like to the point of disrespect. Like, he deserves way more than that. Like
Yeah.
Colin deserves a lot more recognition than what he's getting.
I mean, let's be real. Colin Kaepernick is an average at best, but that don't mean nothing.
It
You
doesn't
know,
mean
like he can
anything.
still play.
He
kinda.
can.
So,
It's like it bothers me because for me it goes back to like respectability politics in the Black
Mhm,
community. Like,
mhm.
you know, you have to present yourself as respectable
Right.
to be
to be
presentable.
accepted.
Yeah,
When
to
at the
be
end of the
accepted
day,
to the oppressor.
You still a nigga.
Oh,
That's
honest-
why they not
that's
accepting
hello,
you.
Story of OJ. He JC said it. Like,
Yeah, like
we're
you
all
can
Black.
dress the way they want you to dress. You could talk the way they want you to talk. You can cut your hair the way they want you to cut your hair, and they'll still try to kill you in the street for being a Black
Honestly.
man. It has
Mhm.
nothing to do with anything. Which is
Honestly.
why Michael Vick's comments were so stupid. And Michael Vick used to have braids. I think cut them off before he went to trial for the dog fighting, thinking that was gonna help him, and he still went to jail.
So shut up.
Like, what?
He's like the foolish goat of the week.
Mhm.
That's our donkey of the day.
The scapegoat of the week.
That's who.
Well, speaking of Stockholm syndrome, R. Kelly is trapping girls in his closet.
Oh my god.
Trapped in the closet. I watched
Don't
all of
say-
those. No, I did.
Wait,
I
all
felt like
of
they were
them?
like, yeah, I watched all of them.
I stopped after those like new ones that came out. No,
I think I watched the new ones.
I didn't watch them.
it's just never ended,
But
girl.
yes, so there was a BuzzFeed article, which is crazy. I can't believe all this started from BuzzFeed.
Yeah.
But there was a BuzzFeed article that I
Shout
guess
out
the
to
journalist,
Right?
I guess the journalist has been following the story of R. Kelly and
Yeah.
his alleged victims. But the parents of a woman that is allegedly being held against her will by R. Kelly came out, had a press conference, and said that R. Kelly is a predator, which we knew, and he is holding several young women against their will in a home in like a sexual cult, which
Me as an
Who does that
African,
surprise?
anything that says cult,
Nobody.
I'm like,
run.
as an African, I'm like, what? Cults, secret
Juju?
cults.
So I don't remember the girl's name. I don't even have it because I feel bad for her, but also oof. But supposedly her parents and the girl met R. Kelly at an Atlanta concert backstage, and they said that R. Kelly agreed to help their daughter start her career. Which, side note, who goes to R. Kelly to help them with their music career?
As a female that's underaged. Come on. Now.
But
Take
yeah,
your young
so
daughter.
he
As
took
in-
her on, and ever since then, the parents said that their daughter has been cut off from them, that she's been cut off
Wow.
from her friends, that she's been acting very differently.
Mhm.
She dropped out of college. And
Wow.
they said that R. Kelly brainwashed her and several of the girls living in that house.
Mm.
One of R. Kelly's assistants that used to work with him also came to the press conference and said
Mhm.
that while she was at the house, she did see some disgusting things that R. Kelly did, some unquestionable things, and that
I'm
she would
not
be
even
very
surprised.
uncomfortable if her own 17-year-old daughter was in the house with R. Kelly.
Hey.
How old was this girl?
She's 18.
As in just turned 18.
I don't know. I think she's currently 18. She might be like 20 something, like 21.
Okay.
Right. So
Yeah, she just said that she was 21.
She's 21.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So R. Kelly came out and said, like, this is not true. It's absolutely not true. The girl came out. She had a video saying that her parents were overreacting and none of that was happening. But I haven't seen the video, but I've heard from several people that in the video you can see like somebody standing over her and like
Yeah.
coaching her.
See, I didn't see that, and I tried to look very hard. Apparently, they said the
yeah.
shirt and stuff, like, but I didn't see
Like
all
there's
the
a shadow
shadows.
over her shirt.
Yeah, and I didn't really
Yeah.
see all of that. But what I
Yeah.
saw was a girl that was definitely scared and was
Yes.
definitely being coached and was definitely
That
like
is so scary.
nervous.
That is so scary.
I wasn't looking at her like to see the shadow, but like just like her,
Her
face, and her
face
tone of
and her-
voice.
Yep.
It was off. Like it was totally
Completely.
off. It didn't sound like a girl that was speaking from her right frame of mind. Like
Do you guys
she
think he
sounded like
did
she was
it?
about to cry.
Do you think? Yeah, she does.
Yeah.
She did. Do you think he did it?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Without a doubt.
Yeah, that nigga did that shit. In
Like-
my Kanan voice, he did that shit.
There's I love that. Whatever they said he did, he did that shit. He did that shit. Oh my god, I got a lot of
Johnny used to
power.
do that. Whatever they say, he did that shit. All right, man. Okay.
And he's so dumb.
Tyreek.
We're not even gonna talk
Okay.
about him.
We ain't gonna get there. But yeah, that's so scary. I don't know. I didn't hear any, like when I first heard the story, I didn't see her video, but I was just like, that's so fucking disgusting. But you as parents, why the fuck would you let your kid go with R. Kelly? I know the mom was like, I've heard stuff about R. Kelly.
You've heard? He dated Aaliyah when she was like 16.
What do you
married
mean?
He
her.
married her at 15.
Come on.
There were
Aaliyah,
cases, like actual
he
documents,
peed on
videos.
a teenager. Peed.
Girl, do y'all remember that Boondocks episode?
Yes.
That was like the first ever Boondocks
I mean,
episode,
if
wasn't
somebody
it?
gonna pee on you, you just gotta move.
Like,
right?
move if you see him peeing on you. Which is crazy because
Like,
how did
it's
the
a
black
classic
community
episode,
turn
I
that
can't.
into a joke? Like, that's
Yeah.
right now, that is not a laughing matter. But back then, they turned it into a
They
joke for the
really
Boondocks.
I think it's like
Yeah.
now, like if somebody really pees on you, I mean, people in New York are peeing on people, but
Wow.
because New York is weird. But
Oh my god.
I think it's a crime. Can't you go to jail for that?
I
Isn't
mean,
it
he was
something like-
trialed, but I don't know.
He settled most of them out of court, so he
But that
probably paid
particular
them off,
one that
yeah.
went to trial, I mean, I was too young to even like be
Same.
into pop
Yeah,
culture
that was
like
like
that.
15 years ago, yeah.
Like, really, my only evidence of that is the Boondocks episode. So I don't know.
Like, I don't
but
remember.
why would anybody let their kid go off with R. Kelly? And you know, with the whole R. Kelly thing, it's easy to like read the media and be like, oh, he's gross, he's this, he's that. But I used to watch Hollywood Exes, and his wife, his ex-wife Andrea, used to be on it. And she would talk about like R. Kelly and their kids. And I know they have a transgender son.
Okay.
And it's crazy because it's like, it's one thing for you to do that, like on your lonesome, you don't really have anybody to answer to, but you have a huge family. You have all these kids that are looking at you, that people are going to come up to them and say terrible things to them about their father. And you over here doing nasty shit like this?
A whole cult though.
Oh.
And he was there, like he'll have like little singing things. He was just, I think he was singing like something, but my body is telling me that song. He was singing it like in an interview. Like TMZ caught it. Like you're making this a joke. It's not even.
like
funny.
recently?
Recently.
Wow.
I don't know why we haven't canceled R. Kelly. Like, we still celebrate him as a community. Well, not
I don't.
we, but a lot of people still celebrate
Like,
R. Kelly.
I used to like his songs. Like, and I think like
I Believe I Could Fly.
I don't even like that song.
Oh,
like
girl,
I
that
just
was Space Jam. What the fuck?
yeah, Space Jam. And that's as far as it went.
That's a Negro classic.
Like I'm not about to sing it on my own. Like I will,
No, that's
like I
gonna get
barely
on.
even remember.
That song-
I get emotional.
Yeah,
when
me
that
too.
song comes on.
Really?
Like I had one tear
Should
comes
For
down
World's
my
Greatest, R. Kelly had all the
had the real-
black graduation
yeah.
songs.
Sure like
did.
the black
He
anthems.
sure did.
I'm the world's greatest.
I'm at little peak of. See,
Y'all-
no, we're
y'all
not gonna
promoting.
sing it.
Y'all promoting. Like,
So you have to separate the artist from the art. Like I don't know, you can't though. You
I
can't.
can
I mean, you
now.
cannot. So like, oh my god. Sorry,
You can't separate the artist from the art.
separate
yeah.
the artist from the art. It's like
even
Bill
the I
Cosby,
Believe I
Woody
Can Fly
Allen.
song. Like now, I use the like the remix version. Like that's the
Wow,
only
yeah.
one I remember. Like I got shot by an FBI. That's that part.
Wow.
Yep, it's as childish as it gets. Like I'm not singing his version.
Those are the only lyrics I used to
All
know
I
for the
wanted
longest.
was a chicken wing.
I like
on
that.
the side with some
What?
collard green.
Oh,
No, girl.
no.
It was
So
like-
You didn't hear that part?
No.
I got.
Oh,
it was
girl,
like
that's
I
a-
hit with
So
in my
we blew up
ding-a-ling.
Burger King. What?
No, it's like damn it, we gotta sing it. Hold on. I believe I could fly. Got shot by the
Oh,
FBI.
yes, I did.
All I wanted was some chicken wings
Uh-huh.
on the
got
side
shot
with
on
some
my
collard
ding-a-ling.
greens.
No, so I
This is
blew up
terrible.
Burger King.
This, nah, I
I've never heard the
I'm
Burger
not that
King.
all three of us have different.
that shows each of the boroughs that we grew up in.
Mine is definitely very childish.
But yeah, R.
Child
Kelly
of
is
the Bronx.
fucking disgusting, man. Like, just terrible.
That's like no Uptown is disgusting.
Why are we laughing? We're talking about something serious.
I'm sorry, we're gonna
you
move
know.
on because I don't
Okay.
know. This is terrible. God bless. So, Usher. Speaking, remember when they were on the song "Same Girl, Same Girl"?
You should
They was
apple
nasty,
and my
both of them.
potential wife.
That was my
Sorry.
song. I think I still play
That's
that.
my
I'm gonna
song.
play that today.
And
on
then there
the
were
train.
twins in the video. That was cute.
Right?
Mm.
But yes, Usher.
So they both just taking L's this week. Both of them.
They are
with the same. Well, not the same girl,
with
but they
the
just
same girl.
different girl.
But so supposedly Usher, or allegedly, I'm gonna start saying allegedly, like Wendy. Allegedly, Usher had to pay a settlement out of court for $1.1 million because he infected one of his old sexual partners with incurable. Is it incurable or uncurable?
Incurable.
Incurable herpes. Yes, and
It's
obviously you're having unprotected sex. And this woman was actually his ex-wife's bridesmaid.
What?
Do you,
know
remember
what? You know
when they
what's
were
crazy?
what?
God doesn't like ugly. You know why?
Why?
And you know why Carmen's a bitch?
Because she cheated.
Why? Tell
Because that was her best friend's man.
Yeah.
Oh, so Wait,
speaking of
Usher's
Tamika, Mantika,
Don't do
petty,
Mantika. When they got married, one of her best friends was her bridesmaid.
Yeah.
Fucked her husband.
Wow.
Got herpes. As Nana said, God don't like
Wait,
ugly.
Okay, so
and karma is a bit. I don't feel bad because it's like you look what you did. You laid with the dogs. You caught the fleas. That's your problem.
the
My
sad
problem
thing
was
is
just like,
about the sad thing
damn.
about that is you can get herpes like having protected sex too. So who knows how she
Well,
got
he admitted,
it. Mhm.
or she admitted in the court document, it said that they were having unprotected sex.
Oh.
Yes. And he never told her he had herpes. He knew.
He knew. Okay, that's the problem.
He knew she had herpes. I mean, he had herpes, never told her. A few weeks later, she was
That's
outbreaking.
Outbreaks.
You know what's scary?
That's sad.
I never even I would never associate Usher with any kind of disease.
That's
Like,
what's crazy
so
to me
it's
too.
so weird because he just seems more mature. We've all kind of grew up with Usher. If you kind of notice, he was in his late
But
20s.
I feel like Usher was always a dog. You know
He
how Trey
was,
Songz is like
yeah.
a dog?
But that's what I'm feeling Trey Songz probably got something. Who else probably got something? Who?
No, we know Chris Brown got something. He looked like he got
He
something.
looked like he has something.
Chris Brown looks like he has something incurable that's not herpes.
Sharp ass cheekbones.
Wait,
That's how you know something ain't
But-
right.
But my thing about it is it's not even the herpes. I mean, herpes, whatever. People live with herpes, whatever. But it's the fact that you knew you had herpes.
Damn, I
and you
wanted
didn't tell
Tamika know,
her.
and you still want to go marry him.
Oh
What I'm trying to figure out is he's married now. So, I mean, I guess you can still have sex with herpes.
Yeah,
you just
you
can't have an
can.
outbreak.
Outbreak.
Yeah.
So my
but-
nigga was having sex with her unprotected during an outbreak.
During an outbreak. That's why
and you were cheating. This was like a side.
Yeah.
Ugh. Child.
If he had protected sex, that could have.
Yo, isn't he from
Helps
Atlanta?
a
Yo, Atlanta be
lot.
passing around a whole lot of stuff, yo.
Oh yeah, Atlanta has a
He-
very high rate of
of
STDs.
and STIs,
Really?
yes.
That's interesting.
You think it'd
Atlanta
be
and
New York?
DC.
It might be New York too.
No,
I don't know.
we're
I know
not
New York.
even there.
Wait,
Not
New York-
really.
Was it New York? I know there's.
It's DC and Atlanta.
Yeah.
And I think Atlanta's number one.
That's sad. This is why y'all if you just gotta use protection, y'all.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Get
know who
tested
you're
together.
messing with. Yes, get tested, not just
be very proactive, or get tested before, just know who you're lying with.
Or use female
please.
condoms, something.
Something because that
not
shit
even
is
get
incurable.
tested. That's why people
you have to
can't
live
just
with
do
that
the
for
random
the rest of your life.
This is why I feel like I can't do the whole let me just go have sex with whomever just because I want to.
Mhm.
I need to be able to
Be comfortable.
I need to know who
No, I'm
you are.
safe, yeah.
Did you get tested? I got tested. We both got
Oh, definitely.
we need to know. I need to know your status. And
I
guys
don't-
always feel I feel
yeah.
fine. I don't have anything.
What you mean you feel fine?
Those are the guys. I feel fine. I never had nothing. Nobody ever said I had anything.
Those that's the one
Those are them ones.
someone who has never been tested and he's I'm fine.
You
Do you know how many STDs you can have without knowing? You probably have them all.
Especially if you've had a lot of sexual partners. I feel especially if you know you getting down like that. Come on, get tested.
Get
Ain't no
tested.
way.
Just do it for yourself, if
Yes.
anything.
Niggas
just
will be
take
going
care of
raw
yourself.
dog and thinking they're fine
Oh
with
my
10 different
goodness.
chicks.
This is disgusting.
I don't, and
Ugh.
famous people too. This is what blows my mind. I just don't I can never understand why famous people have unprotected sex.
So you just trying to pay child support out here.
honestly, all these rappers getting caught up. Just use a condom. Make sure your girl's on birth control.
So, lastly, Nene. Well, we already talked about Nene a few weeks ago, but
Mhm.
Kim Zolciak is officially coming back to the Housewives, one of the OG Atlanta Housewives.
Don't be tardy for the party.
Irrelevant. I
I'm
mean, I
not-
never liked Kim. I don't really want to see her or her. Well,
I
her
don't.
kids, her little kids are cute. Her oldest kid can go. I don't
I
even
feel
know why
like-
she's still in the house.
The older one, right?
Yeah.
At
Well,
this
I know why
point?
she's in the house. Her mama rich as hell and she's on TV. So,
Mm.
but yeah, no, Brielle, she works on my nerves. But
She
yeah,
does because she's acting she's too grown for her age. You're just
she's
not even
one of those
21
white
yet.
girls that want to be a nigga,
Ugh.
and I don't like white girls like that. Shout out to y'all, but I don't like y'all.
They always have at least one biracial child.
Even though she dates white guys, but I feel
I mean, she's in Atlanta. All she sees is big butts and plastic.
that's
surgery.
true.
she's
And then
tryna- and you don't have any.
yeah, so she has to keep up.
I guess whatever. But it's too early for her to be having all that kind of surgery. Her and Kylie.
Kylie's
Did
a
you see
lost
the shade
cause.
room? They threw mad shade
On Kylie's wax
Wax
figure.
figure.
No, not that one.
Oh.
About her being
'Cause
like
I couldn't tell
19,
which one
and
was
then
which.
like you have like the other OGs, like the beautiful Black women that haven't cracked over 50,
Mhm.
and they look
Oh.
older than them.
But
Like, how do you look older than?
I
Like,
just don't like Kylie. Even though like people drag on her, I really just feel bad for her because she's a baby, and the fact that she felt like she had to do that and she actually had the opportunity to do it
Yeah.
and she did it. You gotta feel bad for a chick like that.
It's sad. What is she, 19? And she was doing this like back when she was like 15, 16 years old. When I was 15, 16 years old, I was trying to get a date to the prom. Like,
Okay.
like she
was trying to get
I
Tiger
was
to
still
stop cheating
trying
on
to,
her at
like,
19. Like that's crazy.
match my polka dots with my stripes on my outfits. What do you
Polka dots
mean?
and stripes. Girl.
Yeah, girl, I was. You know, I used to wear all kinds of crazy stuff. I did not care about no kind of guys or nothing like that for
Yeah.
real, like at 15, 16.
It's
so it's
sad.
kind of very sad.
It's sad the pressure that she probably has on herself.
Right. And hers is
yeah.
just Kim Kardashian.
You
so
can't
she
even be
felt like she
mad
had to
at
top
her,
her.
Yeah.
And having to, why would you want a big butt at like 15, 16? I was
I mean,
trying
as
to
a white
lose
girl.
my butt at 15, 16. What? I felt like I was so fat around then. Like,
Yeah.
look at the pictures now.
Wow.
Sad.
I
But
feel
yeah,
bad,
so Kim's
yeah.
coming back. Congrats. Does anybody watch Love and Hip Hop Atlanta? I watched like the last reunion episode. No, it's
I
feel
saw
like-
that clip of Jocelyn leaving the show. That was interesting.
it's saved on my thing on Instagram.
Okay.
So what happened? I didn't get to
so
it yet.
basically the background was that Jocelyn just wanted to film the reunion with Stevie. Who does she fuck with?
Carly.
Not Carly. Was it Carly? Stevie, Carly, not Tommy. Tommy was one she didn't want to be with. That other one, Jessica Dime. There we go. And
ugh.
but like I guess they didn't do that,
Mhm.
and she got really upset because she was like, "Y'all, like I don't want to be near Tommy. We have a lawsuit, all this," and
That
she
makes
walked off the
sense.
stage.
I just feel like she's trying to be very mature about it. Like, yes, she has beef with like 90% of the cast. She only wants to
Yeah.
film with like 3%.
yeah.
And they were trying to make her look messier than what she
Yeah.
was already looking like.
I feel,
And I feel
know-
like
yeah,
I just feel like the odds weren't on her side. Like, Mona wasn't on her side.
yeah.
I just feel like
Mona
she
don't fuck with her.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like,
Who doesn't want
she
to fuck with?
she really doesn't. She's just all about her money.
Cardi B, she shouted her out in what is it? Yellow Boca
Oh
Yellow.
wow. Okay. Cardi B is a success
I
story.
still get those Mona checks. That's not how she said it, but you
I mean,
know.
but still, like, that's about it. And maybe like K Michelle after a long time.
Oh, yeah.
That's about it though. Like everyone else, like Mona's out to make them look crazy, like look trash.
But then they
the
come back
trashier, the-
every season
season.
for
And
that
now
check.
Jocelyn's like, screw that. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
she
trying
got a
to better
baby.
myself. I do feel like she's trying to better herself.
I think
but
so
after
too.
that one
Yeah.
like thing with Stevie J's daughter,
Oh,
her
that
saying
was
that, it was so
disgusting.
disgusting. And it was
Yeah.
just like, nah, like, girl,
What
you
is
need to do
Stevie-
better.
Who said? Jocelyn said something.
She
About-
got on Twitter beef with Stevie
I forgot what she
J's 18-year-old
said. I saw
daughter.
it.
Something about you just want to be like, you need to hop on a beefcake like your daddy's or something like that. Something
she's
so silly,
something like silly and,
and
sick
sick,
and explicit that you should not say to someone that's 18 and that's low key your stepdaughter. Like, come on.
But then again, low key, what they don't respect her and she don't respect them. They ain't no
That's
relationship
sad.
there. So I mean, it goes both ways. Like they were very disrespectful to her.
she
Kid or
doing-
no kid, you can get it. Like,
she's doing all of that, but watch her come back next season.
I don't think
So.
she's coming back.
Ooh, you know, there's this new reality show called Married to Hip Hop.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, on E and
It's supposed to.
Rival
Yep.
Love and Hip Hop or whatever. Do y'all know who's gonna be on it?
I saw
No.
Miguel's girlfriend, which was interesting.
Miguel.
Yeah, Miguel.
I thought he has a wife.
No,
No.
girl. They've been together for what, like 20
20
years?
years, like a long ass
Yeah, I thought
time.
they were married.
No,
Mm-mm.
maybe
Well,
engaged.
Maybe like common law wife.
Wow. I thought they've been together since like
I
high
don't
school. They got
know.
married. And
They're
everything.
together since high school, but they're not married.
You know you don't marry the beard right away.
Wait, but it says married to.
Yeah, I said it. Anyway, yeah, girl. So,
So,
her name is Nazanin. She will be on there. Crystal Smith will be on there. Neo's wife, another beard.
Y'all want to do like a last minute icebreaker? Sorry.
Oh yeah.
Sure.
Who has the most bodies? Because it's kind of funny since we're talking about STDs and stuff. So the game: Drake, Trey Songz, or Chris Brown. This is according to the Shade Room. I just read.
No, I don't know. I don't know. man.
Wait. Say that again. The game, Drake, Trey Songz.
And Chris Brown. Who
Oh,
has
damn.
the most bodies?
Okay. Wow.
It's between
I mean,
Trey
combined,
Songz.
it's over like 2,000 for sure.
It's between Trey Songz.
And Drake for me.
I want to put The Game up in there because I feel like The Game be fucking all types of bitches.
He does.
Like,
Because
the
remember he messed with Kim and Chloe.
Yeah. Like The Game, I feel like he ain't got no type. I feel like Trey Songz and Drake, they're a little picky, but The Game will fuck
No.
any bitch.
I feel like Trey Songz is in there. He messes with all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, see, I was going to say Trey Songz because, it's men and women and everything else in between with Trey Songz.
Damn, but according to Shade Room, everyone's saying
Trey?
Trey.
Only because of the music he makes.
And Drake.
I don't know.
And The Game.
Initially,
That's what I'm saying. It's between those three.
Initially, I said Drake, but there's something about Drake seems like he's very selective about the people that he...
Something about Drake seems like...
He's nasty. He's down for whatever.
Because to me, Trey Songz, all he do is fuck and work. I feel like Drake, fucks, works, takes vacations by himself, goes and sees his mom. Like,
Gets
he
his
has...
follicles
Yeah, like, he does other things. I feel like The Game and...
Rejuvenates his skin.
Right, he has time for other stuff. He makes time for other things in
Yeah.
his life. And then on top of that, I feel like Drake wasn't always getting pussy. I feel like Trey Songz has been getting pussy since forever.
12.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So I feel like it's Trey. I feel like it's Trey.
I feel like
I'm going to say
it's
Trey.
too. Yep, same.
Chris
Chris Brown is just drugs. Like, he's just a crackhead to me.
I feel like...
and plus, he was with Karrueche for a long time.
No, he
He was
wasn't.
not faithful
Nothing. He
to her.
conceived royalty with
Wow,
Karrueche.
Karrueche.
On Karrueche.
Yo, who
Anyway.
probably has the most
Shout out to
disease?
Karrueche, though.
Like,
Klaus is good.
yo, Chris, I don't know.
You watch Claws?
It's really
Listen,
good, guys.
Listen, we're going to move on to the affirmation.
Yeah, okay, yeah. 'Cause
We're going to talk about
it.
it. But yes, so next we're going to move on to our affirmation of the week. Nana.
Okay, so my affirmation of the week is letting toxic people go is not an act of cruelty, but an act of self-care. And
Yes.
since we were just talking about friendships and toxic relationships and such, I just feel like you have to take care of yourself before you can be able to take care of others and take care of everything around you.
That's a good one.
And it's never bad to put yourself first.
Ever.
Ever. Yeah.
So let it go, girl. Let it go.
Let it go, let it flow.
You talking to me, Nana?
No.
I'm kidding.
I can't.
But thanks you guys for listening, and follow us on Twitter because we're on Twitter now. Yeah. And follow us on IG. Our
What's our
YouTube
Twitter,
is up.
Nana?
UISA Podcast.
Hey.
We lit. Follow us on YouTube.
Just do You Speak African on
Do You Speak
YouTube.
African? Okay, cool. And Facebook and IG,
Facebook, IG, Do You Speak African?
And email us.
Email us, dycpodcast@gmail.com.
We lit.
All right. We have and make sure you listen to the Music Box playlist and Nana put up on SoundCloud.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
All right, that's it for the show. Bye, y'all.